Okay, if I record the call too?
No problem.
Oh, thank you. That's weird. The last agent told me that eBay policy doesn't allow me to record the calls and hung up on me.
Oh, that's not
That's
right.
exactly, I know. There's no accountability for eBay anymore. It's really messed up. I had 155 auctions removed, all of which had bids. My customers don't know what happened to their bids. My account's been suspended, and I had a few items that said didn't arrive, but I talked to the customers and I thought I made it right. I was in the hospital for a while, and then my landlord kicked me out with little to no warning, and I have had no internet. I'm living in my pickup truck now, and so I had like all these auctions about to end, and the first person I talked to told me to reply to the email. So I replied to the email. Then the second person told me that's incorrect. I'm supposed to reply to my eBay messages. Then the last person I talked to said my account will most likely get permanently banned. And I've been on there 10 years almost. I made $125,000 for us last year. I have never heard of eBay pulling 150 auctions when they had bids. They were about to end.
All right, I see. Well, in that case, let me pull up the account, take a further look, and just for starters, as you can tell you, I am an expert in this kind of restrictions. But with the complication that you mentioned, it's possible that it can take some delays. But of course, any information that I can find, I'll share with you.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm ready to start. I mean, I'm a YouTuber as well, and I'm already starting to, talk about it. And, there's hundreds of people in the message boards talking about how this is happening to them and how they're going to quit eBay. And it's just I had all of this planned. I was trying to deal with my father's remains, which I've had for 4 years. So now I'm stuck in my pickup truck with $100 to my name in Jersey and nowhere to live. All those auctions were my money.
Okay, I get you.
And literally, there's just no accountability for eBay. They won't pay for a hotel. They don't give a shit. There's no protection for me as a seller. They can do whatever they want.
I get you. I apologize for that. In case, let me pull up the account's information just to confirm your zip code and phone number, please.
05767, but right now I'm trying to figure it out. I don't have a permanent place to live,
Yeah, I understand. Sorry for that. In that case, the zip code that you had registered on the account.
Yep, that's it. 05767.
Excellent. Thank you. So, the restriction that I see, March 19th, let's take a look. Yep, I can also see the previous calls of my teammates letting you know what to do next.
Right. So one person gave me bad information. I should have had the auctions running again. Next person, it's just this is crazy. I'm literally in my pickup truck with my dog.
Well, for this type of restriction, the right information, it is to reply to the message inside of eBay messages. Now, once that you resolve the restriction and everything is working again, the auctions will not come back. The listings will be there, but you'll have to relist them and start from scratch.
Right, I know. So then I have to wait 5 days with no food, no money. Then I have to wait 2 or 3 days for it to clear, and it's just oh well.
That's correct.
Right, so literally I got an email and 12 hours later they suspended my account. No phone call, nothing. No courtesy. None.
This is about the message of MC011. We restricted your account, correct?
Right, so
Okay,
so this summer I probably called eBay about 45 times to tell them that the tracking often is telling me that it's not uploaded, even when I'm buying shipping labels off of eBay only. I don't use any third-party programs for shipping. All of my information comes directly off eBay. There was a few orders that were like multiple orders that the item didn't get into the box because I was in the hospital, but I messaged those customers. My internet has been cut off. I couldn't even use my cell phone at my house. And I'm in a situation where I'm like, I don't really know how to deal with that. Because I called them. If I'm buying labels on eBay, why is the tracking not uploading? And a lot of other people are being banned for the same thing, feeling like, wait, what's going on? Like, I thought that was the whole point in getting, so like pirate ship, they'll give me cheaper labels, but they don't upload the tracking. I have to go and do that manually, right?
Well, if you purchase the eBay shipping label, you shouldn't have to, just like you said.
Exactly. You just stated my point. I don't buy on pirate ship. So why am I being suspended when I only purchase on eBay? There was something wrong with your system. I called 30 times to say this.
Well, right now, even though we can confirm those calls and, well, try to find another resolution, I know for a fact that for this type of restrictions, the only way is continue with the process.
Right, well, I did. I replied to it. I'm still restricted. They said they'd escalate this 4 days ago. They never escalated it. It just literally, one person who works there doesn't have any clue. Then they transfer me to a different department that's in a different country that transfers me to some other department that transfers me to some other department, and it's a blanket of unaccountability of corporate nonsense.
I get you. So when did you reply to the message MC011 inside of the eBay messages?
Yesterday, but that's because I was sitting here waiting because the first person told me to do it in the email. But that's not eBay's fault. It doesn't matter what we told you as the corporation, as the people who give you the money. It doesn't matter what we say. My employees can just do whatever they want and screw up your life. It's okay. It doesn't matter. They're just an eBay employee. They don't actually have to uphold any eBay rules. They just work for eBay.
I understand. And I can tell you, eBay employees definitely must stand up to those eBay policies.
They don't.
Just invent their own.
He just invented his own 4 days ago.
Now that you have replied to that message from, yesterday, the estimated time frame is 24 to 72 hours. And if I escalate it again, it's going to be 24 to 72 hours with that escalation.
Right, but he didn't escalate it this last night. He escalated it 4 days ago and told me to be patient and it would be done in 2 days. Then I called back and he was lying to me. He told me to respond to the email you can see in our conversation. I want it expedited. I want my account unfrozen today.
I'm sorry. If there was a chance to do it myself, I would. But the process doesn't work like that.
Right. So why can't I talk to a supervisor? Why can't I talk to a boss?
Supervisor? Well, if you like, I can get you a supervisor callback. It's in 24 to 48 hours.
Right, 24 to 48. This is just another way eBay's not accountable. I've asked for
the supervisor won't be able to do anything in
right.
that matter.
So who can do something? Again. Who can do something for?
I can.
Right. What can you do for eBay giving me fake information and misleading me and making it so it's going to take 3 or 4 more days? What can you do? What can I do?
I will help you file a complaint. That's the best that we can do. Because that complaint also files a report for the agent that gave you bad information. And in the end, blaming someone is not going to resolve the restriction.
I'm not blaming someone. I'm blaming the fact that eBay has
a responsibility.
What I'm trying to say is eBay. So listen, my first customer on eBay ripped me off out of $4,000. All of a sudden, he returned every single item he bought from me. eBay calls me up, or I call eBay. They say they can't get involved for 72 hours. Next thing I know, all $4,000 comes out of my bank account and goes to the customer. Then he returns all the items, doesn't send me back the correct stuff. I spent 6 months fighting on the phone with eBay, and eBay credited me all the money. This gentleman still sells on eBay. Ever since then, it's just been like these headaches of misinformation and running in circles to try and like figure out how to keep up with eBay trying to be like Amazon. I mean, if eBay wants to just push little sellers out, they should just like make it clear that like eBay is no longer for little sellers. But that's what it feels like. You know, I was like hitting the road to go buy stuff to sell on eBay in a brand new truck. Now I don't have a truck payment. Like, do you understand my frustration? Like, I'm literally feeling like my life is crumbling around me because someone gave me bad information on eBay, and it's just like, oh well.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, I can call the Better Business Bureau, I can do all, but that's not going to do anything. There's no, it's... This is a new thing. I'm basically being audited because I didn't send 2 or 3 items that were supposed to go, and I communicated with the customers explaining I was in the hospital.
Yep, that's correct. I'm sorry that this happened to you. And really, I'm being honest. If there was something that I could do directly to help your account, I would. But it sounds like you have already done everything you could. You only have to wait right now. And regarding the bad information, I can do something about that, definitely. Leave a complaint.
And what about the person last night who told me it's against eBay policy to record phone calls? Because it's like, it's never copacetic. It's like, everyone makes up their own policy when you talk to them. That's how it feels like. And then because I'm just some little dude, I have to keep calling back, and then I call, and it's just another department, a different country.
Yeah, I think I'd feel the same way if I was you.
Well, is that not correct? Isn't every aspect of eBay located in a different country? Like customer service is in Thailand, and customer care is in Taiwan, and then you got to go over to customer complaint, which is in Bangladesh, and it's like, that's a great way to make it so nobody's ever responsible.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I am customer service, and I'm in Mexico.
Right, exactly. You're in Mexico. Exactly. It's just going to route me to some random place. So there's never any cross communication with anyone. So no one, then you look at some notes. The person I'm talking to can put whatever they want in their notes.
Well, I can give you the number of the call, and in case that you have the necessity to continue with this or escalate it further, they will be able to check the number of the call, the recording of the call, my notes, my complaint, my report.
Okay.
I know that it's a different country, but definitely we make the process right, or at least some of us try to.
Yeah,
I understand your frustration,
and
but
it's not you. It's just like I've never been in a situation like this where I'm like, oh my god, the work I literally have been doing for years just like stopped me from working. All of a sudden now I feel like, you know, basically I'm switching platforms. I can't sit around and wait 2 days. I'm just gonna switch platforms and liquidate my pickup truck or the inventory, because what else can I do? Sit here broke? You know, that's not fair.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's not you. It's just I wish eBay would have some like accountability or resolution, or like the $3,000 that was being, you know, bid on, and the auctions weren't even over. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have your dead dad in your glove box, and you're sitting on the side of the road broke now. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, I guess I'll just not do eBay. I don't know what else to say.
I get you. Well, be sure I will help you with the complaint.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you too for your time. Again, this is Alan from eBay Customer Service. Have a good one.
Yep.